if you're not financially free, if you are always stressed about your financial situation, if your trading is not showing you the results that you want, then this video will show you how to fix this. And this is something that I've come to realize after I have started doing a lot of inner work and started actually listening to the voice that is always going on inside of our heads. And once we start listening to this thing that is always talking in our mind, we quickly realize that it is not always constructive. Well, you can say it's mostly always pretty much telling us the exact opposite thing of what we should be doing. And this has a lot to do with a long-term gain, with a short-term gain, that our mind and the way evolution has created us is that we are always looking for the short-term gain, whereas we cannot really understand the concept of delayed gratification and why delayed gratification is often or should be preferable. However, this is a different story. And if you're not having the success that you're after, and if you only see lack and scarcity and fear and worry, and if those emotions are dominating your life, then you really need to start listening to whatever this voice, which is not you, by the way, is always talking to you. It's always trying to get you into bad situations, always trying to make you eat the pizza, spend the money, watch Netflix instead of doing this hard work. But the good news is that we can also fix this and overcome this. And when it comes to making very, very big improvements quickly with this concept, we need to look at the way we interpret things, how we view things, which questions we ask ourselves especially. So probably this will sound very familiar. You probably often ask yourself, why am I always stressed financially? Why does the money never last until the end of the month? Why am I always late? Why is my health suffering? Why am I gaining weight all the time? Why am I lacking energy? Why do I always attract the wrong partner? And this is how the majority of people will think most of the time. And as you can probably agree, this is a fairly negative way of talking to yourself and assessing the situation that you are experiencing. But what is even worse is that this negative self-talk is leading to more bad decision making, and it focuses only on scarcity. If you keep telling yourself, why am I always financially stressed? Well, what happens? Your mind will come up with answers to this question. You are stressed because your spending habits are too aggressive. Maybe you don't know how to manage your money. Maybe your job is not paying enough. Maybe your boss is an asshole and he's just not paying you enough. Maybe you're making dumb, impulsive decisions. Maybe your spouse spends too much and then suddenly you get annoyed by your spouse or aggressive, or you keep blaming her, him, or whatever. Maybe you start blaming the government because it's taxing your income and you're almost left with nothing. And you can see that asking a negative question will lead to negative answers. And obviously, all those answers might be valid, but those are not the answers that will help you overcome the problem that you're facing. And it won't help you improve your financial situation, obviously. And if everything what you're doing is only come up with reasons why you don't have enough money, why you're not succeeding, why you're not having the success in your life, this will become your reality, or it will stay your reality, because, well, this is what you're attracting in your life. And this is not meant in this law of attraction, spiritual mindset where you just sit down, you think about a Ferrari, and then suddenly it shows up in your driveway. No, but we need to go deeper, and whatever we think, and you probably know this, if you think negative thoughts, obviously it will not make you feel good. If you always keep beating yourself up, if you keep thinking about how bad everything is, then you lack energy, you not have the motivation to sit down, to do the hard work, to look at other options, to look for other solutions, but you will keep stuck in this rut, in this very, very bad place, obviously. And we can use this to our advantage, or this mechanism, we can use it to our advantage once we flip the switch and once we start asking better questions. And if you are not seeing the results that you want in your life, you need to think about the things that you want differently, or you need to think differently overall. And instead of looking always for lack, and instead of only focusing at lack and problems and scarcity, you need to look at abundance and look at solution-oriented thinking. So what if instead you ask yourself, okay, how can I become financially free? How can I control my spending habits in a more effective way? How can I make sure that I am on time? What are the low-hanging fruits that will improve my health and make me feel better? What is it that I'm looking for in a partner, and how can I find such a person? And you can instantly see, I'm pretty sure, that asking such questions will lead you to a very, very different path in your thoughts. Instead of asking, why am I always stressed financially? Ask yourself, how can I become financially free? And how can I control my spending habits? What are other options that I haven't thought about that could lead me to making more income, or just reducing the spending habits? And instantly you'll see that this will bring you in a different path, and it will start making you think about, okay, what are the options? And then you will come up probably and hopefully with different solutions. And in order for you to come up with those, to answer to those questions, you need to think differently, you need to think outside of what you have been doing before, and you will start looking for new ideas. Of course, Einstein said it, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting the same results. But this is actually what we are doing if we are not really aware, and if we are not trying to manipulate our minds and our thoughts. Because research has confirmed it, that however 1,000 of thoughts you have in a day, most of them, first of all, are unconscious, and second of all, we always keep repeating the same things and same things and same things. And if we are starting from a bad place where most of our emotions are negative, we don't want to repeat those negative emotions and thoughts all the time, because we're just beating ourselves up day in and day out. And this is really, really a cycle that you need to break. However, the problem now is that the majority is not really even aware of their thoughts, and most of the time you run on autopilot, which is a big problem. Especially what I found, people who are working in a regular job and who have this set routine, they are stuck so deeply in their autopilot that they don't even know how deep and how unconscious they're living their lives. And they're not even, how often do you catch yourself driving down the road or wherever you're going, or shopping, groceries, you just grab the same things, you take the right at the same time, and then suddenly you catch yourself and you don't even know, how did I get here? How did those things get into my basket? And this is a sign that you are living your life unconsciously on an autopilot, and you need to break it. And the first step is that we need to raise awareness of how we talk to ourselves. This is a very, very big thing. And the first time I realized it, I was shocked, and I talked to Moritz a few months back once I started making very, very deep inner work, and I started talking to him. I said, this is absolutely insane. Even though I have a fairly good life by all standards, in my mind when I listen to myself, it is always focusing on issues, problems. What if something goes wrong? What if it doesn't work out? What if this and this and this? And I didn't realize it before, but once you start really paying attention to what is going on in your mind, it is absolute insanity. So first of all, you need to raise awareness, even if what you are starting to see is not going to be that pleasant. And obviously it's not as easy as just start paying attention to your thoughts, because we have been conditioned to this often for decades. So there are a few exercises that people recommend. One is that whenever you walk through a door or a door frame, you just pause and you just ask yourself, okay, what have I just been thinking about? And you just bring it into your awareness. And then slowly and steadily you will start noticing your thoughts even when you're not walking through doors. Other options are obviously meditation is very good. Then, even though I don't like to bring it up because I think it has been mentioned in the movie The Secret, which I absolutely despise for reasons that I will go into another video. The idea is that, or the idea they had was good. You put a pebble or whatever, a little thing, icon, figure, whatever, you put it in your pocket, and whenever you notice it or whenever you touch it, you just remember, or you just pause, reflect, and just become aware of what you've just been thinking, without judging, without interpreting, without trying to change it necessarily at the first step. You just want to bring awareness, and you just want to break the cycle of you always running on autopilot. This is very, very important. And once you recognize your thoughts, well, you first of all, you will recognize that they are mostly negative, but this is a important very first step. And then the next step is that you need to rephrase your negative inner self-talk. And since we are talking to ourselves 24/7 anyway, you might as well start talking to yourself consciously and in a positive way. Whenever I tell this people, then many people will say, "What? Wait a minute, you want me to become one of those weird people that walk down the street and talk to themselves?" And this is actually what we're doing. Listen to yourself wherever you are, whether you are driving down the street, whether you are sitting in the subway, whether you are in the shower, whether whatever you're doing, whenever you're playing with your dog, you are talking to yourself 24/7 anyway, and you are mostly talking in a negative way. So how would it be if you just keep telling yourself great things? If you keep highlighting things that you are doing good? What about if you keep dreaming about the life that you want to have, about thinking about the things that you need to do to get there? How about you encourage yourself? So you say thank you whenever you did something nice to yourself. You start treating yourself in a better way. And you keep telling yourself this, and you start having a positive, a nice dialogue with yourself. How will it make you feel instead of always beating yourself up, instead of always being your worst critic? And this is not about positive thinking that just think about, just blend out and blur out everything that is not going right. That's not here the point at all. It's just we are talking to ourselves 24/7 every day, 365 days a week in a negative way. You might as well do it in a positive way, and you will see how it will improve your life. So the next time you catch yourself saying that you suck as a trader, that your system sucks, that the government sucks, the federal bank is against you, that you always lose all your money, you are not deserving to trade well, that you're not deserving to live your dream, and that you are doomed to repeat the stupid things, ask yourself, what are the mistakes I keep repeating most of the time? And what is causing this behavior? And this will again lead to constructive thinking. Instead of just beating yourself up, rephrase the things that you keep telling yourself, but rephrase it in a way that is not, it doesn't have to be 100% positive all the time, but it's just encouraging constructive criticism instead of just being absolutely negative without any real value. You could also start asking yourself, what one thing can I change next week that will help me make better trading decisions? And then you really think about it. You maybe start reviewing your trades, you start noticing patterns, you start changing little things here and there that will make your trading more professional overall, that will bring more consistency. You could also ask yourself, what am I particularly good at, and how can I leverage my strengths? Also very, very important. And this all will lead to positive actions. Constructive criticism is very, very important. Stop beating yourself up, and then you can create an action plan and tackle your issues by taking real actions.